to the bottomless, gaping pit of insecurity you call a soul.
Yeah. Weird.
Eventually, probably soon, the world will recognize you for the pitiful disappointment you are. You are not worthy of my respect. You are not a god. You are simply bad product.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. One of the best parts of the 2024 election is that Donald Trump won the popular vote. It hasn't happened in my lifetime for a Republican. Yet Donald Trump won the vote by 5 million more Americans voting for Donald Trump. He won all 7 swing states. He won a landslide in the Electoral College. He won the House and the Senate. That's a MAGA mandate. There weren't many Kamala Harris voters and nobody who proudly or happily voted for Kamala Harris. They can't even tell you why they voted for Kamala Harris. They just can tell you that they hate Trump. But if you were to close your eyes and if you were to picture what a group of Kamala Harris voters would look like, you'd probably come up with something like this. This would be if I really think hard, it would be something, something like this group. That's a white dude for Harris, clearly, right? Is it clear? Yes, yes, definitely. Old, embittered, like sad, another white dude for Harris. Yes, barista, clearly another barista, let's just say. But very, yeah, like this is what a Kamala Harris contingency of voters would look like in, right, what borough? In Brooklyn, right? Absolutely, at the organic coffee shop in Brooklyn. It's also the cast of the new Snow White, or at least they were the cast of the new Snow White. These were the 7 dwarves. It's like so embarrassing. This project is so humiliating. Snow White and the 7 politically correct companions, first pictures of the new live-action remake of the Disney classic, have a stand-in princess walking around with a diverse band of merry men and women after a row using dwarf actors. So this is what Disney was going to try and give to its fans as the next Snow White. These are real. This has been confirmed by the production and everything. People said it was fake. No, this is real. This is what they were going to try and give the American public because Peter Dinklage apparently was upset about dwarves being used as Snow White and the 7 dwarves. Ignoring the fact that like the dwarves in the original Brothers Grimm Snow White are mythical creatures, right? It has no mooring to reality. Well, the entire Snow White project has no mooring. It has been a disaster after disaster after disaster, and it has accelerated, you will not be surprised to hear, and may be canceled, quite frankly, in the onset of Donald Trump's election, which has, of course, caused every privileged, sneering Hollywood F-wad to spout off about how much they hate America. Amazing how Gina Carano gets fired for saying she loves this country and wants people to have peace in this nation. She doesn't want to see the country slip into totalitarianism and fascism. Gina Carano's message was literally that. Go back and look. She said, I don't want this country to turn into a snitching, sneering, evil place that demonizes each other. This is what Gina Carano was saying. She got fired from Disney. What will happen next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's very quickly go through some of the nightmarish hellscape of the production of Disney's live-action Snow White. First off, it's been ratioed harder than anything. This is a harder ratio than The Acolyte. So in case Disney wonders what's on the horizon, this like 12-to-1 ratio is worse for the trailer of Disney's stupid Snow White. Snow White that has, of course, replaced their politically correct band of men and women and a dwarf, I guess, with hideous and shocking and terrifying CGI dwarves. Great job, Peter Dinklage. To this, like, they're going to try and make fetch happen here with Rachel Zegler, even though Rachel Zegler is the most hated actress in all of Hollywood. Rachel Zegler's Snow White live action trailer has 12,000% more dislikes than likes. It's not going to work. Little snippets of the movie itself have leaked online. And they show a feminist fever dream of Rachel Zegler demanding that the dwarves cook for her instead of her cooking and feeding the dwarves when she was cast out of the kingdom. Amazing. The disrespect to the original Snow White is so grotesque. Rachel Zegler says infamous Snow White comments were misinterpreted after massive reshoots to try and salvage the film. Rachel Zegler says she's the victim. You'll be shocked to hear. Rachel Zegler, the Hollywood multimillionaire who literally plays pretend for a living, ignited enormous backlash from Disney fans last year over comments which she insulted the original 1937 animated film, which launched Walt Disney Motion Pictures. It is, of course, the whole reason we have a Disney right now is this film. Old videos resurfaced of the actress pompously trashing the Disney classic, claiming that the prince character is creepy, stalker, and women no longer crave romance. Her snarky attitude created a PR nightmare for a Disney live-action remake in which she plays the title role. The release was pushed back a full year, 2025, and PR blowback, as well as reports of extensive reshoots that have cost, presumably, hundreds of millions of dollars. In an interview this week with Variety, Zegler cast herself as a victim. Oh, yes. I've watched women get torn down my whole life, my whole career. We'll watch it in this election that's upcoming. We're going to witness that for a long time, I fear. Something I feel like we can't go back, parroting Kamala Harris campaign slogans. We can't go back. In all honesty, it made me so sad, but I believe women can do everything. Well, thank you for proving that. Thank you for proving that women like you can actually destroy what could have been a massive franchise set piece for Disney, but will end up lighting another barge of money on fire. New Snow White star Rachel Zegler stirs up more controversy with Free Palestine post. Great choices. If you're a live-action Disney princess, maybe you should stay the F out of politics, stop dropping F-bombs, and stop insulting your co-stars. Once again, this is Snow White, apparently the most beautiful woman in all the land, and this is supposed to be the hideous, evil step queen, Gal Gadot. Got it? Okay. Sorry, Disney. There's literally no amount of LSD or psychosomatic that you can make me take in the world that would cause me to be delusional enough to think that Rachel Zegler is more attractive than Gal Gadot. Here we go. Always remember, Free Palestine. There's Rachel Zegler. Literally said this in hyping up her Snow White. The evil queen is jealous of Snow White's beauty. Yes, right. So yeah, getting overtly political, but here we go. Donald Trump wins, and of course it breaks all their brains. Disney facing furious backlash over Snow White darling Rachel Zegler's shocking comments about Trump voters. They're going to can the entire project. They're going to cancel it all. That's what everyone's saying. There's no way to save this thing. Disney, under mounting pressure to dump Snow White star Rachel Zegler after she lashed out at Americans who voted for Trump, 23-year-old Hollywood starlet plays the titular role of the live-action remake due out in March of 2025. Again, they've had to push it back again and again. They pushed it back a year because of Zegler and because of her hideous poison and the poison of wokeism that sort of like bled through the project. Look at this. So this is somehow better. Is this actually better than this? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is more hideous. Here we go. Thank you, Peter Dinklage. No jobs for anyone in Hollywood other than you, Peter Dinklage, of course. You're the only person that's allowed to have a job in Hollywood. Thank you. Thank you. Your Majesty. I find myself speechless in the midst of this, she said, to a series of posts. These are the posts themselves. Let's go ahead and read what they say. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace. Oh, so she's wishing harm on all Trump voters. Well, like 80 million people just voted for Donald Trump. So that's wishing harm on a lot of people that could buy a ticket to your next movie. Another 4 years of hatred, leaning us towards a world I do not want to live in. You can leave at any time. You can literally leave the country at any time. You're rich enough. You can leave. Leaning towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in. Zegler said that she wouldn't be shocked at the outcome of the election, which she saw Trump walk away with the popular vote, winning every single state. Dude, seriously, just leave. Leave the country. We really, well and truly, do not want you in this country. You can go somewhere else. If you don't like Orange Man, who we selected as our president, you are free to leave. She described Kamala Harris's loss as one that should not have been, and clearly should not have been by so many votes. There's a deep sickness in this country, shown in the sheer amount of people who showed up for this man who threatens democracy. It's terrifying, the number of people who stand with this man, what this man preaches. Zegler described the support of Trump as foolish subscription to a false sense of security, masculinity, intelligence, patriotism, and humanity. You're 23, and you are an adult pretender, and you're talking about a false sense of the world around you, but you literally play pretend for a living as your job. You are not real. You're not real. Get off Elon's app, she tells her followers. I don't use that app for a reason. He helped me get the man elected. You're giving him business. Her comments have now gone viral on Musk's social media app. Not taking my kids to see this trash after the statement you put out. Disney needs to do something about this. Oh, man. Remember, the fairest of them all. Huh? Get you going, men? Gross. Just sincerely. This is a despicable rant, just a rancid, what a perfect embodiment of this current moment. The daftness, the overt career suicide, pure toxicity, pure, absolute, total hubris and toxicity. Disney Snow White star Rachel Zegler hopes Trump supporters never know peace. Says F Trump. There she goes at the very end of it. F Donald Trump. I will love through these 4 years the best I can. Nobody asked you. Disney fairy tale fiasco after Snow White wishes no peace. Her poison-penned statement has gone viral. After all, it seems like they'll need more than a kiss to wake this one up. Ladies and gentlemen, Snow White Zegler says she hopes harm befalls Trump and his supporters. Didn't Jack Black get canceled for something like this? Disney spent millions erasing the DEI dwarves and replacing them with CGI dwarves, but they forgot to erase Snow White. Man, this chick wants Snow White to fail harder than Waterworld. She won't know peace when Snow White bombs. Disney Snow White actress loses it on Trump and his supporters. A very, very dumb thing to do. Bob Iger must be lighting his hair on fire right now, says Breitbart. Funny part is that Disney spent another year and probably another $100 million trying to save Snow White and untorpedo Ziegler's PR, and then she went and did this. Can't hire somebody like this. She sounds mean, says Elon Musk. Yeah. Disney fired Gina Carano for much less than this. That is true. How to lose Disney $1 billion in one opinion. Screw Disney for supporting this commentary. It is truly, utterly mental. Disney got rid of Gina Carano, who made them money, and keeps brats like this, billions lost, because of this insanity. I think movies really flop because of things that they do or say outside the movie, but I've never seen a relatively new actor or actress work this hard to alienate large portions of the audience. You certainly should be part of those people who are alienated. Clearly nobody wants to see this movie. Nobody has any interest in what Disney is producing, although looking at the trailer, they're spending lots of money on this one. There's I can't get over this. They're literally writing this off as like the most beautiful person in all the land. You know what? Wrong time, wrong place. Leave it to Hollywood to be the last ones in the room to figure out where the country is right now. Nope. They should just trash the whole thing. Trash the entire thing. You're not going to save it. You're just going to humiliate yourself. Maybe one of those straight to VHS, like Aladdin 5. You know? Yeah. Some free advice, dude. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.